Okay, that was so rhythmic, you guys. You guys didn't really hear it, but I opened my webcam, switched to this screen, and then unmuted just perfectly on beat. Anyways, hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and today we're playing some more Miitopia. Hey, my nose, it just... Why does my nose itch? Whatever I'm streaming. It is very annoying. The fact that my nose is at its itchiest when I'm live. It's embarrassing. Anyways, last episode, we did some general quests to maybe there's 6th. Maybe also hello Len. We did some. I can't with the English language. Hello. I mean, I'm not going to fight the simp allegations. Because I do have a very high opinion of you. I'm very stubborn when it comes to that. Anyways. First of all, I'm really sorry that I'm just struggling with the English language today. Holy cow. Anyways, in the last episode, we did a little bit of questing, a little bit of helping some people out, to find out where the heck the Darker Lord is. I joined it like a kid forgets his maiden language. Yeah, that's the effect you have on me. I do enjoy the fact that you swing by and say hi, though. I do appreciate it. But for those who are probably not caught up or somehow forgot, the Darker Lord is my dad. So, at the end of the main game, we have to fight my dad. The two of us have to fight my father. That is something we have to deal with. We don't really have much of a choice in the matter. So, after like 2 or 3 quests, we found out where he is. He's in a tower in the sky. You know, it's basically a Star Wars moment, yeah. It's basically a Star Wars moment. The finale is, for the main story, is literally just Star Wars if Luke liked men. That's literally what it is. It's literally just Star Wars if Luke had black hair and liked men. That's basically the long and the short of it. So, we found out where my dad is. He's in a big old tower in the sky, so we're gonna go up there. Highest chance fight some stuff. Maybe we'll fight my dad this episode, maybe we won't. We'll kind of figure it out. There. I got through my intro. Hey. I do not know why I just struggle bust. I mean, like, yeah, there's the recurring bit where I get called a simp because I don't shut up about how amazing Len is. Apple? What about them? What about apples? I was just playing Tears of the Kingdom. Oh. Hello, Chris. Just Apple. I'm once again at a point where I wish I could give you a hug through the screen, and it hurts me physically. No, that doesn't make me a simp, that just makes me affectionate. Anyway, so let's hope that the Switch is actually behaving. Oh, okay. It's just not, I guess. That's fine. Aight. So, we have... We have people. I think it does make you a simp. I mean, if I remember right, you enjoy my hugs. Anyways, it is a new episode, so we do have to clear out the party. How does this keep happening? May I question the green horse? You can indeed question the green horse. Also, how is it that once again, when I start clearing out the party, Len is one of the first people to say something? Part of me just wants to throw Len into the team because it's just that much of a recurring bit. Me and my big mouth. You know what? Instead of Wario, we're throwing in Len. Because he did volunteer, even in the game I have a big mouth. I don't consider it a bad thing. Then again, I am exceedingly biased, so... Anyways. Dragon time. Pineapple on pizza. Thoughts on pineapple on pizza? I haven't tried it personally. Part of me kind of wants to. Despite the fact I've never had pineapple on pizza, I still have the arcane knowledge to make it good. Weirdly enough. So this is the skyscraper. The Darker Lord should be here, but if you like sweet and salty, then you should like it, I think. Yeah. Probably. I mean, I definitely like sweet. I like you, don't I? I'm sorry, that was such a bad joke. that was bad. that was bad. I need a sim routine. I mean, here's my question: do you consider it a bad thing that I speak so much good about you? Like, do you consider it a bad thing that I speak so positively about you? That's my question. No, lol, I'm glad you do. Good. I'm not stopping. Oh, well, back to the Traveler's Hub we go, I guess. But, yeah. Like, the only reason I ask that is like a simping for Len. Yes. The answer to that question is yes. But, like, of course, like, hearing it from Len doesn't offend me. Like, in the slightest. I just wanted to just, like, check up and... Okay, I'll focus on that later, but I just need to get this out there. The reason why I'm asking is not just because I hate making him uncomfortable, but also just the word itself has such a negative connotation that I do kind of want to, like, make sure that I'm not doing something wrong. So in all honesty, I am glad that you're okay with the fact that... Oh, well... I'm I am glad that you're okay with it because I'm definitely not stopping anytime soon, and not just because it's a recurring bit that I talk about you a lot on stream, but it's just the fact that I care. Like it is one of the ways that I show that I care. Anyways, apparently Len's a scientist now. In all honesty, speaking of, I wish he was here. Is that when stuff like this happens, he can read the lines. Because I think that would be funny. That would honestly be entertaining to see. Me, Lennon, the foremost authority in the field of robotics. Well, it depends you know anything about jewels. That sounds most peculiar. But I just might have the answer. Follow me, we've not a moment to lose. But yeah, to answer your hello. To answer your question, Chris, yes. Also, are we gonna be fighting with 2 Lennons? Let's search for the weird jewel in the sterile plant. This quest may be difficult, are you sure you wish to try it? Yes. Do you wish to set out with the current party? Yes. I guess we're fighting with 2 Lennons today. Alright. He answered almost as fast as a robot. The place we're going to is in Nimbus. I was just there. Anyways. Anyways, I'm just kind of entertained by this screen here, cause I know what combat is gonna be like, because Len has been in every single team thus far. I'll backtrack and visit Gordon Ramsay later. Once again, we are at a point where it is almost the entire original team. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off the webcam real quick. It's hard to keep my balance at times. On the upside, it's a great ab workout. I will agree. Oh, right, you questioned the green horse earlier. So, towards the beginning of the game, I almost slipped. We ended up saving the horse, and it was decided on by chat to make the horse look like Yoshi from the Mario games. No one else really came up with better ideas, so oh, line saving the day. So it kind of just this. So this was the result. We have a Yoshi horse named Apple Cider. And I think the name was suggested by chat too. So this is entirely y'all's fault. This is entirely on y'all. I said, I mean, in all honesty, I will also take, like, partial responsibility, because I did leave it to you guys to design and name the horse. So, I will accept responsibility to that extent. But, y'all did tell me to make it look like Yoshi, so I made it look like Yoshi. Okay, let's give this to Dorpenheim so he can start catching up. Because he is wondrously underleveled. Excuse me. Hey, wrong button. Up. I'm just gonna screenshot this so I can send this to Len later. I'm also realizing that there are a lot of screenshots that I wanted to send to Len that I just never got around to. Do I play any instruments? Yes, aside from occasionally singing, I do play the ocarina. Yes, ocarinas are the famed Zelda instruments. Not the same style. My ocarina is not the same style though, because and this is going to probably be taken out of context. Depending on what kind of an ocarina you get, my nose is getting itchy again. Depending on what kind of an ocarina you get, the instrument itself will have a different amount of, now don't take this the wrong way, chat. The ocarina will have a different amount of holes, which can range from, like, 4 to 6 all the way to, like, 12 or 13. The one that is most often in Zelda games is a 12 or 13. The one that I have is a 6. Which means that my ocarina has 6 holes, 4 on the top, 2 on the bottom. And of course, it operates just like, it works just like any woodwind instrument, cover up the holes to make different notes. Anyways, Dorpenheim is almost dead, so I'm going to stop nerding out about musical instruments and help him out. Because he is the lowest level out of all of us. But yeah, I'm a proud Len simp. I regret nothing. Double Royal Wave is a bit of a waste. I'll just do the normal version, showing off for Len, because of course, let's continue the bit. Because even the in-game version of me is a simp. Anyways. Hey, it's level 20! Bonus experience. You. Dorpenheim gained a level. And learned Cure.exe. He's a healer! Restore friends' health and magic with scientific wizardry. Actually, if this does extend for one more episode, I do want to see if Len wants to try, or if Len wants to give being a pop star a try. Or if he just permanently wants to be a warrior. Alright, y'all are level 9 and learned avenge. When a friend falls, flare up in anger with a vengeful strike. And of course these two are BFFs. True to real life. For a good chunk of this episode, I'm going to be seeing double because of the two lens. Holy cow. And yes, in the event that it is not obvious, Len is short for Lenin. I call him that because I started calling him that a few times. He was okay with it. I kept calling him that, and it got to a point where calling him Lenin just did not sit right on my tongue. So, I just kind of permanently call him Len. And I will keep doing it until he tells me to stop, or until the day I am no longer alive. Anyways, looks like the quack is motivated. Oh, and they got closer pretzel levels. We. Drank a little too fast. Ngek. No, don't tell me I have the hiccups now. No, I don't. I don't like getting the hiccups. Getting the hiccups stinks. And also, I dearly hope that I don't get the hiccups on stream. That would be awful to deal with. Oh, like Papyrus is here. Should we go say hi to Papyrus? Yeah, later. We have a thing to do. Something smells good. The plane works. Gosh. What plan did you have? Anyway, it's time to open up with the horse. I think what I'll probably do for the final battle is I'll go back to being a mage, so that everything just kind of comes full circle. Whoa, 2-for-1 special. And that is indeed how it is done. Anyways. I was just about to say something. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. I remember now. What I'll probably do for the final battle against my dad is I'll switch away from Princess and go back to being a mage, just so the joke can come full circle. Because the whole reason why I made my dad the Great Sage to begin with is because I started off as a mage, and I thought it would be really funny to have like a like father, a like father like son kind of a bit throughout the game. little did I know that that would only last for the first area. And then the Dark Lord decided it would be really funny if he reset me. So I have not been I've not been able to mess around with the mage job since leaving the first area. But now that I can switch jobs at my leisure, I can go back to being a mage. The only reason I'm a princess right now is because I promised my chat I would do that. I made a promise to my chat for the memes, saying that whoa, saying that for the last area, I would be princess, cause oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm gonna sprinkles. So, so yeah, I'll probably end up getting rid of the Glinda cosplay in favor of the mage stuff for the last fight. That is probably how it's gonna be. Okay. Oh my jeez. Good idea. Everybody eat. I'm just gonna spam double royal wave. Yeah, Lance helping. That's the way. That's the way. I like it. I'm sorry, that was stupid. I don't know what it is with me and all these stupid jokes that I've been making lately. Holy cow. Cause during the most recent special program for Genshin Impact, I made a Michael Jackson joke. Or I think it was Michael Jackson joke when I referenced Another One Bites the Dust. And then today. I'm pretty sure there's other examples that I'm just not remembering. But I remember the Another One Bites the Dust joke was just so stupid that I could not stop laughing. And trust me, I did not put that as my war cry with that joke in mind. Because at that point, like when I was making that war cry, I'd completely forgotten that song existed. So it just kind of randomly popped into my head tonight. So that explains the stupid joke. But yeah, I'll definitely write the simp redeem down as as something I could add in the future if I figure out how to do audio redeems. I don't know if it's going to be channel points based or based on bits, but I will figure it out eventually. Uh, yeah. It's all. It's also incredibly funny because quite a few of the really good ideas that I've incorporated have come from Len. So that is kind of funny to me because not only has he come up with the idea that he came up with tonight, but he is also responsible for the boop redeem that you guys see on the channel points menu. That was Len. That was him suggesting it. It is because of him that y'all can boop me at your leisure. So yeah, there was the boop redeem. There was the simp redeem that I will see about working on. There's also a free boop command that was also his idea. What other delightful ideas has he come up with? I definitely remember those three off the top of my head. I'm sure if I like meticulously come through the streams, I could find more, but I just find it so fun that some of the stuff that I have here is suggested by him. Also, I have 111 MP candies. That's interesting. Anyways. But yeah, like, it's great. It's so funny. Like, and of course I am grateful because I never thought of doing that, of putting those redeems. So I am very much grateful and thankful that Len gave me those ideas. And also, a slight fun fact, Len selected the warrior role himself. If I remember correctly, that wasn't me. That was him. And as much as this is probably going to cause further simp allegations, he did want me to permanently give him the woolly armor set. And in all honesty, I think it suits him. For the me design that I've given him. Of course, it's like a little bit inaccurate because Len's me has kind of spiky hair, and Len in real life has very curly hair. But I I got as close as I could. I I got it as close as I could, given what I could work with, and I think I did a good job. A poem. Hisui Zoro was kind of happy. Um, What other boy. Hello, Futaba. What else? I'm just kind of like, I'm just kind of going through stuff, that happens just kind of, both today and, just this week. That happened. Because, and I'll probably, talk to Glenn about it later. Uh, Assuming I haven't talked to him about it already. But this week has been rough. Like, I did... Yeah, now that I think about it, I told him about some of it, but, parts of it that just aren't really that important anymore, but still kind of tick me off. Happened. But, Monday is kind of... is kind of just awful by default, because it's Monday. And, Tuesday was kind of stressful, because, in addition to doing this for monetary purposes, in addition to I just enjoy it, I also, do Uber deliveries, specifically for Uber Eats. And, Tuesday was really stressful for me because I just couldn't get any good... I just wasn't able to really get any good deliveries in. Like, all the ones that I had were either super far or paid next to nothing. So that kind of stank. Wednesday, my car got towed. And that was oh boy. That was a trip. No pun intended. That was not fun at all to deal with. I will tell ya. So, basically what happened was that my parents had a, kind of a big gathering Tuesday night. And it's kind of something that they don't normally do, so that kind of threw me off a little. And normally I'm really good about, bringing my car into the driveway. Tuesday night was an exception. And, my car was left out on the side of the street. Apparently, well, not really apparently, because this has happened multiple times, that's a huge no-no. I'm not entirely sure if it's just my specific neighborhood, or just in general. But, yeah, my, tow trucks will sometimes, swing in throughout the night, just kind of making sure that everyone's cars are where they're supposed to be. My car wasn't, so it got yoinked. So, so I had to wake up kind of early, or at the very least, like, get ready really quickly, to actually, to get my car. Showing off for Len, of course. So what ended up... Ooh, nice. What ended up happening, in a fit of pure irony, I had to take an Uber over to the towing company. Of course, money in hands, because they only take cash. For reasons I'm not entirely understanding. For reasons I don't entirely know. But, what ended up happening was that I had to, like, I had to tell the guy, like, hey, like, quick favor, can you drop me off at this gas station so I can quickly dash into the ATM, pull some cash, and then we can go to the towing company. I'll only be, like, a couple minutes. What ended up happening was he dropped me off at the gas station as agreed. I went in, the ATM was out of order, so I had to come up with a different plan. cue like a few minutes of scrambling trying to figure out a way to pull money from my account so I could have cash. So I could have cash, because since this was out of the blue, I didn't have all the cash I needed on like right on hand because I'm careless. So I ended up going outside. The guy was gone. Like, I could not see his car anywhere. Like, I went to the spot where he dropped me off, was not there. I went around to the other side to see, like, oh, maybe he just went around to the back so he wasn't in the way, was not there. Like, he had completely just left me at the gas station. And it kind of, so that, in addition to the stuff that happened Monday and Tuesday, kind of snowballed, and I basically had a breakdown, like an emotional meltdown, in public, outside, in front of a gas station, where a bunch of people could see me. And it was incredibly embarrassing. How much you want to bet that my nose is itchy because Len's back in chat and he just listened to this whole story? But, but, yeah. So that ended up happening. And then I had to, I ended up texting my mom saying, like, hey, the Uber that I called just kind of up and abandoned me. I did make sure to leave a poor review, a little bit afterwards. Because that's just not okay. But, my mother ended up having to, like, she literally, bless her heart, she ended up, taking a little bit of time off work because, her coworkers are super understanding of, like, emergency situations. Picked me up from the gas station, took me to the towing company, and then, after some shenanigans ensued that I can't really say, for personal reasons, because I do have an agreement with my mother that I wouldn't share how exactly we were able to, like, how exactly everything was paid for. So just operate under the assumption that I paid for it. That's the story we're going for. Gentleman's agreement. My mother and I were like, my mother and I were able to get everything paid for. I was able to get my car out of there. And then the day just kind of went on as normal. A couple other things that ended up happening this week. My classes were canceled, which, a partial yay. Because it's seldom a bad thing that classes are canceled. I would consider that a unanimously good thing. Unanimously good thing. I don't know why I struggled saying unanimously, but then again, I've been struggling to English all episode, so fear me. But also don't, because I like it when people are here. But, in addition to that, my Beyblade tournaments that I've been going to for the past couple of months, those have been kind of put on hiatus for a few weeks. Because, I guess people were starting to run into a couple of issues with how everything was organized. And the people who work at the place I go to, that is how it's done. I lost my train of thought. I had to continue that bit. Yeah, and the people who run the store that I go to for these tournaments wanted to try to figure out a way to, in a sense, make everyone happy in terms of how the event is organized, which is a bit of an impossibility. You can't make everyone happy. There's always going to be someone who's going to be disappointed or unhappy with how stuff is. That's just kind of an inevitable fact of life. But yes, that kind of bummed me out. High roll, yes. Um, Upside though, I did get 3. I did get 3 new Beyblades in hand with some pretty interesting parts, for sure. One showing off for me, we. And maybe I'll nerd out at the end of the episode and show them. Maybe I'll just keep the information to myself, and I'll make a post if I make top 8 in the next tournament. But, yeah. But yeah, that's basically my week. Lots of chaos. And I will apologize for canceling the stream earlier today, or just not streaming earlier today, because I was incredibly tired. That's kind of a slight backlash from not getting enough rest on Wednesday. Nice. But yeah, on Thursday I was just super drained. So I just I just didn't really have the energy to do it. And I kind of hate streaming on if I can't be at 100%. So yeah, I just personally thought it best if I just skipped out. Obviously, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow because it is the 4th of July. So don't go to my channel tomorrow because I won't be streaming. Go spend time with your families. And if you're watching this on the 4th of July, click off. Go spend time with your families. It's a holiday. Technically speaking, I shouldn't be streaming this week at all, yet here we are. But yeah, guaranteed no streams tomorrow. Because it's the 4th of July. And even with everything that's been going on in America, even with everything that's been going on, we still have to hold on to a little bit of hope. So yeah, 4th of July is still a thing for the foreseeable future. So no streaming tomorrow. Someone got sick. Who was it this time? Futaba! I think for the 2nd time. Futaba needs health lifestyle. Needs to stop getting sick. Yeah. Just hit one of my front teeth with my cup. Excuse me. Anyways. You know what? I'm gonna screenshot that. Was that you talking in your sleep? The quack talks in his sleep. honesty, part of me does kind of want to show off the Beyblades that I got today, but it's also not relevant to the stream, so I'm of two minds. I will say though that that Beyblade is a lot of fun. It is incredibly fun. Purple Power Ranger. Anyways. But yeah, even though a lot of people don't consider it a sport, it is, in a manner of speaking, a sport. Because it's a form of competition that does have events, and it's also something that takes a physical toll on your body. Yay! I forgot if I told this story before, but I'm telling it again. Because first of all, it's really funny. In the sense that I really should have, like, it was something that was very easily, prevented. And also, I just enjoy laughing at my own mistakes sometimes. Because lack of self-confidence. But during one of the, like, first tournaments I actually, I took part in, keep in mind this was, like, a couple months ago, I made the, unfortunate mistake of not stretching. I know it sounds stupid, because you're just, because, when people think of Beyblade, they're like, oh, you're just pulling on this, you're just holding this thing, pulling on the cord and go woo. A little more nuanced than that, because, first of all, it's not just hold the thing, pull the thing, go woo. There is a tiny bit of math involved, specifically angles. If you angle it, different stuff will happen. Angle too much, and you're basically just ruining your chances of winning. But that's neither here nor there, nor is it relevant to the story. The nuance that is important is launch strength. Depending on what strategy you're using, you could pull slowly for a bit of a softer launch, or you could pull really fast, which predictably makes the bay go faster. I'm always doing the latter of the two. And a lot of people tend to really strong-arm it. Oh, and how does this keep happening? How does Len's... This is the, like, second or third time that Len has been in peril. Are you kidding me? Like, obviously I'm gonna save him. Because, first of all, plot, and second of all, he's my favorite person in the world. But still. Oh, look, my favorite person in the world's a robot. Anyways, back to the story. A lot of people tend to really strong-arm it, so very predictably, that does take a toll on the body. I'm one of the people that strong-arms it. So, what ended up happening was I was dumb. I was dumb and did not stretch. I did not stretch my arms. I didn't stretch my arms or legs at all. So, what ended up happening was I basically overworked the muscles in my arm. And this entire area, like my entire upper arm, was sore for the entire weekend. And people who were there for those streams will tell you that whenever I lifted my arm, I winced. Because I was in pain. It was not fun. And for those people who are watching this and listening to this story and being like, oh, it's just, again, it's just pull the thing, go woo. Why did it hurt so much? For there's no way that pulling the cord could bring you so much pain. Just so you know, there is a point system for this. I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty of it. I'm just going to give you the TLDR. The lowest amount of points you can earn is per match is 1. And for this tournament, since it's Swiss style, it's first of 5, best of 2. So, because of that, at maximum, assuming that you just had a really boring match, and it was just constantly up to stamina, and you're just earning 1 point each time, you're looking at a maximum of, I don't know, 15 launches per round. Just so you know, the tournaments I go to typically maxes out at around 6 rounds. Let's just say, because sometimes there have been nights where it's been only 5. It's rare, but it happens. I'm just gonna go with 6 because there were 6 rounds that night. So, doing the math, I told you there was gonna be math. That would be 90 launches. 90 times of strong arming and pulling a cord and going woo. If you do not stretch before one of these events, and you do that, you are going to pull a muscle. And trust me, from personal experience, it's not fun. Having to deal with that kind of pain for multiple days while your army heals. And as people already know, because I'm doing it now, I use my arms and hands a lot when I talk. So that's not helping. So me using my arms a lot was not helping. And even though I'm mixed-handed, I'm right-hand dominant. The cup that has my Fanta, that you guys see me drink every stream, is on the right side of my keyboard. So, I have to use my right hand. I have to move my right arm. I don't have a choice in the matter. So, that entire weekend, I was just suffering. Of course, obviously, by the week after, I was fine. But needless to say, I learned my lesson that day. So, yeah, if you are getting into Beyblade, especially now with the newest format, and you start going to tournaments, stretch. All out attack! Yeah! But, yeah, stretch. Make sure you bring some kind of a water or soda or something to stay hydrated. because you will need the energy. Again, especially if you're strong arming. But yeah, that's my that's my public service announcement for the night. I will say that like despite the physicality of everything, again, they're super fun. They're incredibly fun events to go to, especially with the venue that I go to. The people that I've met are incredibly nice people. They're incredibly kind. They're really cool, really considerate, and they're also really open to teaching new players. So if you're like just starting out and you're like, "Oh, I don't know how to do this or do that." They'll teach you. They will teach you. They'll give you the basic rundown, being like, okay, this is how you hold this is how you do this is the point system, blah blah blah. And not only that, but they're also really considerate in the sense that they're also really wise. Like they know what they're doing. So they'll always be like more than happy to like give you strategy tips, or say like, hey, if you want to use this part, I suggest using this and this, or being like, okay, if you want to use this combination of parts, I suggest doing this. Like they're I know that I've been like ranting about this, but it just kind of happens with me, where I just kind of pick a topic and then I just rant about it for multiple minutes. Which reminds me of the time where I talked about lead for almost half an hour without even realizing it. Still don't regret it. But yeah. Like if you ever do want to give Beyblade a try and you see that there are events, I suggest going. Even if it's like just to watch for a little bit. Like very much attend at least one. At least one tournament. I personally suggest it. Just attend one. For me. And of course, if you live near where I am, you guys know who you are. There's definitely no shortage of places you could go. Heck, there's a mall not far from where I live that I frequent, and that's where I go for my tournaments. But yeah, I very much recommend going to at least one tournament so you can just see how everything works. And typically, people will have like extra parts or launchers or what have you. So even if you're like as green could be, like to the point where you don't even have a single top to your name, they'll be like, it's okay. Here are the parts I got. Go wild. And they'll like they'll let you like make your own little combinations that you can test out. So you could just kind of see how it works, see if you like it. If you do, then they'll recommend shops that you could go to get a collection of your own. If it's not your thing, cool. At least you tried it. at least you gave it a try. But yeah, I should probably stop ranting about funny spinning tops. Because you guys are probably annoyed. Whoa. But yeah, like I literally have a few on my desk because they're just pretty. They're the ones for the current line, like the current generation, are very pretty. Like for example, and I'm just gonna kind of, I know I said I wouldn't, but I do kind of want to show you guys at least like one that I typically use on nights, just to kind of give you guys an example. This. This. Anyways, I should probably stop again, I should probably stop nerding out about the funny metal spinning tops, because I have video game. Hello, hello. Welcome to stream. Hello, Thank you, McFly, for the follow, and welcome to the rebellion. I am very glad that you were able to find my corner of the internet in one piece, and I hope you're having a lovely evening. As you can see, I'm presently playing Miitopia, and we are very quickly approaching the end of the main story. There is post-game stuff, but I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to stream that too, or just kind of enjoy that in my own time. So, this game is peak fiction. It really is. It really, really is. It is peak fiction. I absolutely love this game. But yeah, probably one of my favorite things about Miitopia is, first of all all the silly little outfits that you can have everyone wear depending on what job they have. And also, it just gives me a good opportunity to talk about my friends, because I did put some of my friends in here. For example, the one on the left that's like directly below me is a VTuber friend of mine who goes by the name of Tan Tan, Tantan. So Tan Tan, if you want to be really Western about it, like really, if you really want to Americanize it. She is a VTubing buddy of mine, and she does stream here on Twitch. So go check her out. Go give her a follow and tell her I sent you. I don't think she's streaming right now though, so you'll have to kind of write that down for later. But the one on the furthest right is one of my mods, and my favorite person and my favorite person in the entire world. But yeah, that's just like a couple of examples. But yeah, I absolutely love Miitopia, and I've been borderline addicted to it the past month or so. I've been streaming a Borderline every week, because it is such a goofy game. I want to go to Wario's. Why do you want to visit Wario? Voice crack. Don't clip that. You know what? It's fun. It's. I know I'm going to be putting them back to their original rooms anyway, but I just find it so sad that I just got through saying that Len is my favorite person in the entire world, and the in-game version of me is like, okay, I've had enough of Len. Where's Wario? I know that I'm making it sound a lot meaner than the in-game version of me was actually making it, but I just find I just find the timing of it so funny. Oh yeah, also I did make the horse look like Yoshi. I did kind of explain the story a little bit earlier. I always find it funny you can have male as a princess. Yep. Yep. That is because of a promise I made chat. So But earlier in the episode, I did say that I would be switching back to the first job I ever got, which is the mage, to kind of just have everything go full. Wow. Just kind of have everything go full circle. So, depending on how long this takes, this just might be the last episode that that I'm cosplaying Glinda from Wicked. And I will be going back to cosplaying Megumin. Dan likes Wario and Sawdall. Oh no. Boy. Also, something I just realized, we haven't seen, this is gonna make absolutely no sense for new viewers, but, we haven't seen Jabonyon in a little bit. Like, we saw him briefly last episode, but we have not seen him since. And I do not know why. But, just just for context, for those who remember Yokai Watch, the main character... What is he? Jibanyan is the explorer, so he's one of the NPCs in the game. Yeah, he's Jibanyan is the explorer in my version of Miitopia. But for context, for those who remember what the heck Yokai Watch is, Jibanyan is like the Yokai Watch equivalent to Pikachu. He's like the first thing that people think of when you mention it. And there is a version of him called Jibanyan T, or Treasure Jibanyan, which is basically Jibanyan in Indiana Jones cosplay. I do it was peak, but I only played the first game. I played the first and second, wanted the third, but my interest in the series kind of died out by the time that the third game was localized. And it kind of died kind of quick in the West after that, so the games are exceedingly expensive now, so there's probably no chance that I'll be doing anything Yokai Watch related on here. But yeah, the reason I made this specific character, the reason why I made Jibanyan the explorer is for that reason, and it's become a recurring bit that whenever the me Jibanyan is on screen, I do this. Because it's basically the same thing. In the event that you guys have not put two and two together yet, that is Jibanyan T. Or Treasure Jibanyan. Indiana Jones cosplay. But yeah, we have not seen him this episode. But rest assured, if we do see him, I will be doing what I just did. And I will be overlaying the actual Jibanyan T over the me because it's funny. But yeah, I remember Yokai Watch being so friggin' good. And like it absolutely exploded in Japan. Just in the West, I guess, because yokai aren't really an actual thing over here in the States. It just wasn't really well understood what it was. So, it just wasn't as popular. But I am kind of... This game, you can have gods for me, then you could have one as Lego Yoda. Exactly. Like, I made the desert celebrity Shy Guy. Por ejemplo. But, yeah. And I think probably one of my favorite things about Yokai Watch is just, like, all the different versions of the watch. And it just kind of got cooler and cooler as the show progressed. Finally culminating in, before the time skip, into something called the Yokai Watch Dream. Which is probably one of the... First of all, it's one of the coolest looking, versions. I want Miitopia 2, I want more Peak. Oh, I hope they make a sequel to this. But pretty much the whole idea behind the Yokai Watch Dream is that, it was kind of inspired by Japan's, ideology of what of what we in the States call the American Dream, which is going to Vegas and winning big. So the whole encompassing gimmick with the Yokai Watch Dream is that it pretty much operates on a roulette system. So, for context, to kind of quickly explain this, for those who have never heard of Yokai Watch, yokai are ghost-like entities that just kind of go around. So, gambling, yes. Yokai are basically spirits, like ghost-like entities that kind of go around messing up people's lives and just making it absolutely ridiculous. And in the lore of the Yokai Watch franchise, you could befriend these ghost-like entities, and they'll give you these little coins called medals, where if you put them in the watch, you can call them. You can summon them, basically. With the Yokai Watch Dream, the summoning aspect of it is a roulette each and every time. So, each time someone in the show, or in real life using the toy versions of the medals in the watch, summoned a yokai, it would be put through a little mini-game that's completely up to chance. And, the roulette itself was also completely random. If I was a yokai, I would be a silly little guy doing funny things to people. I mean, that's what all yokai do. They're just silly little guys that do silly things. Nope, away. Viewer bots, away. Anyways. Even, like, the roulettes themselves were random. So there was... So just to give, like, a couple examples, there's the shopping mall lottery, where if you win, you get a trip to Hawaii, or the yokai gets a trip to Hawaii. If you lose, you just get tissues. Which is super, super funny. So it would just happen like that. And of course, like, with the actual toys, the quote-unquote prizes were imaginary. So out of the different variations, that's probably my favorite. Because first of all, once again, quickly for context, when you summon a yokai, there's typically like a little theme song that plays with it. The songs for the Yokai Watch Dream are super catchy. Like, they're really, really good. And also just the roulette aspect of it was just so, so entertaining. Because again, it's random. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know if you're gonna get a trip to Hawaii or if you're just gonna get like a little hanky. And I just found that concept so ingenious and so entertaining. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go on another nerdy rant because I saw because I was kind of just looking over my Streamlabs and saw the little source that I have for Jabanion, and I was like, oh wait, I haven't seen him this episode. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go on that nerdy rant. What's your favorite video game of all time? Mine is Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. Len, get back here. We have another Zelda. We have another Zelda fan. I'm, that was a joke, kind of, because Len also absolutely adores the Legend of Zelda series. I don't really know what my favorite video game of all time is. That is kind of that is a tall order. I will say that I've played a lot of really good video games. Not to like pat myself on the back or promote myself. I only played the Wii version. Yeah. Oh gosh, we're all statues. Oh yeah, it's a dream, that's right. But you will see me play a lot of different games here. It's just I'm playing Miitopia tonight. Okay, it's starting to tick me off that my nose is so itchy tonight. But what exactly? What I forgot. What am I streaming tomorrow? Not tomorrow, Saturday. Right. That's right. So, for example, on Saturday, because I'm not streaming tomorrow because 4th of July, I'm playing Genshin Impact. So you'll sometimes see me play Miitopia, sometimes you'll see me play Genshin, sometimes every now and again you'll see me play Minecraft. So, I guess it's just, I've been playing Titanfall 2. Ooh, I'd have to look that up. But, yeah, that's why it's kind of, that's why I say it's kind of a little bit difficult to say what my quote-unquote favorite game is, because there's a lot of good games out there. I can't really just pick one. So, it's, let me got team name. It's kind of a roundabout way to answer your question, but I hope it makes sense. To an extent. If it doesn't, I'm very sorry. But, yeah, I think that's, like, the best way I can answer the question. Got a Nana. As in short for banana, we didn't get a we didn't get a grandmother from the chest. I know I said Nana, but that's not what I meant. Futaba's back. Which doesn't even entirely matter, because she's not even going to be seeing any combat this episode. The gotcha And we're back to me being unable to English. Holy cow. The gotcha game I play is Guardian Tales. Why is this game depressing? I don't know. I will say, one... oh, lordy. One game that I have been playing, super recent, like, I literally started playing it last week, because because, my friend Dan wouldn't stop talking about it. Love in Deep Space. If you guys know what it is, cool. If you guys don't, go to Google. I don't really know how to explain it properly without making it sound really, really bad. But yeah, Tantan ended up has been trying to rope quite a few of her friends into playing Love and Deep Space, and I finally gave in last week. Really good game. Really, really, really good game. I have been absolutely enjoying the story, and I've been enjoying other other aspects of the game that I won't go into while I am live on Twitch. But yeah. Basically, moral of the story, I can't really say what my favorite video game is because I play too much of a variety, so it's very difficult for me to just pick one. So that is that's that's how I'm gonna answer that question. Forge ahead. Could do with a nice meal. I did have dinner earlier. It was very simple. It was just literally just. It was literally just this again. It was literally just me throwing chicken nuggets into the air fryer we have, but food's food. So Dorpenheim had a nap. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention when we were talking about how great Miitopia is. Dorpenheim is a completely original character, and is kind of unique in the sense that he is the only he's the only original character that spawned from my brain cells that's in this game. In terms of me's, everyone else is either a friend, a meme, or something relating to a video game. Dorpenheim is just Dorpenheim. And his actual name is Dr. Dorpenheim, but of course I can't fit the entire thing because of the character limit, so I just call him Dorpenheim. But he's supposed to be a all-out attack, yes! But Dorpenheim is supposed to be a loose reference to Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. So that's what makes him unique in the sense that he is a walking reference and he is extremely silly looking. I don't know what his first name would be. I don't really know. Cause he is supposed to be a reference to Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz, so the initials would be HD. I'm just like now Doofus the Fantastic Dad. He really is. He's very much misunderstood because he has like a really messed up past. And he never really had a healthy outlet for it. So that's why he is he's quote unquote evil. Oh, line got hurt. Oh, never mind. Acupuncture. Acupuncture. But yeah, like deep down he is a good guy. Now I'm just like trying to figure out what Dr. Derpenheim's first name would be. Because of the whole reference to Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz thing. I'm just like trying to come up with. I'm trying. I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to think of a name that starts with the letter H that would flow well with the name Dorpenheim. Henry? Harold? No, because then you have the two D's right next to each other. Harvey? Harvey Dorpenheim? I don't know. Y'all are gonna have to help me with that one. I don't know. I have a I have a feeling that it's gonna end up as a poll on my Instagram at some point. I mean, like, hey, out of these selections, what is the best name for what is the best first name for Dr. Dorpenheim? I think Harvey's good. I don't know. Then again, if I like really wanted to sell the Doofenshmirtz reference, I'd make it one syllable, but it is extremely, extremely difficult to find a one syllable H name in the English language. Like literally, the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Hank, and that doesn't quite flow right. Hank Dorpenheim. Like it just doesn't quite flow right. Excuse me. So yeah, I think that might be a poll on my Instagram later on. What should Dr. Dorpenheim's first name be? And then just kind of see what everyone comes up with. Unless you guys in chat have a really good idea. I would love to hear it. Because goodness knows I'm not coming up with anything. No, I can't be falling asleep just yet. We still have like 25 minutes left in stream. Give or take like a minute. Man, watch Ninja Stoof. But yeah. But yeah, just as like a quick roll call in terms of the wacky people I've put in here. Obviously, we have myself. We have Len, who is probably getting sleep right now. We have Wario from the Mario series. We have Futaba from Persona 5. We have another one of my mods, Has Been. Of course, I already mentioned Dr. Derpenheim. We have my friends Tantan and Enter. We have Hisui and Zorua from Pokemon. And of course, the queen Hatsune Miku herself. So yeah, that's those are the characters we're rolling with. I was initially planning on putting just to talk about Jabanion again. I was initially planning on putting him in the party, but I set him as the explorer, and I didn't want there to be more than one Jabanion because that just didn't seem creative. So that's what happened. Oh well, I suppose the gem isn't here. Darn. Oh, there's a third location. There's a hidden location. How much do you guys want to bet that it's in the location that we didn't see initially? Yum. Okay, part of me is extremely tempted to be like, okay, I need to end stream because I don't want to be constantly yawning. In my Miitopia playthrough, my female MC is married to Miku. That's awesome. Wait, you can marry people in this game? I know that you can marry Mies in, what's it called? Tomodachi Life, but I did not know that you could marry Mies in Miitopia. That is new information. No, just my lore? Okay. For a little bit I thought that was an actual in-game mechanic, and I'm like, how have I not heard of this before? That's the reason I haven't heard of this before, because it's not a thing in the game. That would be kind of funny, though. Speaking of, I did hear on the breeze that there is a new Tomodachi Life game coming out later this year. At least I think it's later this year. It's either later this year or sometime next year. I'm hoping that the Switch, the normal Switch, can support it, because it would kind of stink to have to get the Switch 2 just for that. Because I have heard it's exceedingly expensive. It's like, what, 400, 500 bucks? If I remember correctly. Excuse me. But I'm a dude IRL, but it's okay to make your character male or female regardless of gender. Agreed. I mean, for goodness sakes, mind me is cosplaying Glinda from Wicked. Gender norms are not a thing here. My me is cosplaying Glinda from Wicked. I'm wearing a crop top hoodie. Gender norms don't exist in my corner of the internet. But yeah, in all honesty, it's honestly perfectly okay to make your characters whatever genders or orientations you want. This is your creations. But I will say it does kind of it does kind of remind me when I used to play a lot of Pokemon as a kid. I would sometimes restart the save file on purpose, just to see what how the story would change if you chose the female lead over the male lead and vice versa. So I think that's just kind of always been the case, that I just never cared that much about gender norms. So, yeah. Look at my horse is amazing. High roll. Dang it. I think it's because I referenced a really old meme. I think that's why I didn't get the high roll that time. Land being amazing. Oh, and I'm returning the favor. Nice. Did we win? We won! I think we won. I think we did. Cactus juice. But yeah, when you mentioned that That's alright to make your character female or male, regardless of your IRL gender. It just kind of kicked up that memory for me. Oh, looks like Wario's sick now. I'm guessing he caught whatever Futaba got. Part of me doesn't care. Because I don't like Wario. Like, I know I added him to the game and all, but I'm pretty sure that was chat's suggestion. Oh wow, I guess Len doesn't want it. I'm kidding. Len's great. I hate sickness in this game, it's so annoying. I mean, yeah, it's kind of annoying. But also but also it just gives me an opportunity to rag on Wario for a bit. Oh, I have to see this. Fabulous. Anyways, yeah, it is a little bit annoying. I've been fortunate enough to where it hasn't happened to anyone in the active party. Thankfully, I don't even know if that's an actual thing that can happen, where people in the active party get sick. And they're just kind of booted off the team. But yeah. But yeah, for those who are thinking that I'm cruel for not caring about Wario being sick, it's kind of a running bit that I just hate on Wario every chance I get. Cause not only do I just not like Wario as a character, but anyways, um, another bit of a another running bit with specifically my Miitopia playthrough is that Wario is a bit infamous for being the most unreliable in terms of purchases. So whenever he'd be like, "Oh, I want this," and I give him the money to do it, he always like 9 times out of 10 he will come back with a banana or a piece of candy. And he's done that so many times to where to where I basically prioritize him last in terms of getting new stuff. So it's just it's just become a running joke at this point. Excuse me. Let's quickly return to the Traveler's Club. See which quest we're going to have to do next. Oh yeah. First up, hello Fry from Splatoon. You are here. I'll eat every single day's dumb salad. I've had it. It's too much to ask to have something sweet just once. Oh, hey, you. Wow, someone's excited to see me again. I know something you don't, but I can tell you. Tucked away in a hidden spot in Carcaton, there's a super sweet snack. I'm going there and you're coming with. Not yet. Oh, come on. You're gonna make me go on my own? No, I'll take you. I just don't want to do it right now. Who is this? Jesus. Okay. You have minutes, so my perfect little guy Toby did a bad thing. He turned up one day with a spooky looking jewel. I'm worried. Would you help me search for him? Oh, not peculiar. Next episode. We will look for the individual next episode. My main Miitopia is you, Miku, Pug, and Papyrus. Nice. I don't really have a main team since it's just gonna switch to full screen. I don't really have a main team because it's kind of a running tradition that since we got everyone back, I would clear out the team, and then the first 3 people to volunteer would be put into the team for the episode. I will say that this has been absolutely hilarious. That Len, the warrior that you saw with the woolly armor set, has been in every single team, because he's always like one of the first people to say like, "Hey, put me in, coach." So there is that consistency, but the 2 other people are always random. I'm very curious if it'll ever be a point where Len isn't in the party for that team. I highly doubt it's going to, because my plan for next episode is assuming we are able to ascend the tower and fight my dad. My plan is to switch to mage and then roll with the first team I ever made. So me, Len, Tan Tan, and Wario. Just to kind of make the ending of the main story as poetic as possible and be like, hey, I'm ending this journey with the people who started it all. Journey. I'm making it sound like I'm quitting content creation. I'm not. You guys are stuck with me. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan for the next episode or few. However long it takes for me to beat the main story. I probably will do the post game, because there is some cool stuff that I do want to do, and some cool stuff that I do want to experience with you guys. But as for this episode, we are just about done. Next time, I'll be getting the last 2 gems, and we're starting to climb that tower. We're gonna start climbing that sky tower, where my dad is waiting for us at the top. But yeah. As I said towards the beginning of the episode, I will not be streaming tomorrow because it is the 4th of July. So y'all better not be y'all better not be expecting me to go live tomorrow, because I'm not going to be going live tomorrow. There are no streams tomorrow because it's 4th of July. So yeah, don't be trying to watch any of my streams tomorrow, because there's literally just gonna be VODs. Go spend time with your families. Trust me, I'll be here. I'll be here on Saturday. Go spend time with your families tomorrow. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this stream, and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before I transferred over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a subscription if you have not done so already, because we do have the goals. You guys didn't really see them this time, but trust me, they're there. Small reminder for you guys that those with Twitch Prime are able to get a free 1 month's subscription to a streamer of their choosing. So if you haven't used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here. As always, along with Rebellion, and go spend time with your families tomorrow.